Bad news for Australian fans out here at Old Trafford in Manchester. Usman Khawaja leaving the pitch, apparently with a hamstring strain. If you're not following the match, 81 for 2 after 16 overs, chasing 326 against South Africa. Michael Clarke, hamstring strain, where does that leave us in terms of timing and recovery?
Well, right now I'd imagine the medical staff are trying to work out how bad it is, and I don't think they'll have all the evidence that they probably need until he goes for a scan tomorrow. But I would imagine, knowing a player, if you've walked off the field, it's going to be at least a grade 1 strain, which I think will rule Khawaja out for at least 10 days. So, again, I haven't seen Khawaja, I don't know how bad it is, there's no scan, but from my experience, suffering a few hamstring strains, I think he's going to be out of the World Cup. I think he'll be right for the Ashes, but I think today, unfortunately, is probably the last time you see Khawaja at this World Cup.
Such bad timing, losing Marsh, of course, yesterday as well. What now?
Well, they brought Peter Handscomb in for Shaun Marsh. Shaun Marsh broke his arm in the nets. Pat Cummins hit him. So that's a huge loss for Australia. So they've brought Handscomb in for him, and now if Khawaja has got a grade 1, they'll rule him out and bring someone else in. And I'm assuming, if you look at current form, they have to bring Matthew Wade in, and then they make a decision. One of those two players has to play. It doesn't look great from the selectors if they bring a player in, if they bring Handscomb in first, another player, call it Matthew Wade in second, and then he jumps the queue. So I'm assuming Australia will bat Steve Smith at 3, where Khawaja batted, in the semi-final, no matter who they play, and bat Handscomb at number 4.
Percentage-wise, what does this do to Australia's chances of success? How big an impact is this overall?
Well, Handscomb's a good player and has had good numbers in one-day cricket. He's been in the UK playing. I think he's played 3 one-day games for Australia A, and he's scored 250. So he's in good form, so I think that helps that he's got cricket under his belt. Khawaja's a class player as well. The main thing is just the shuffle in the squad, that 2 new players now are in, if Khawaja is ruled out. So how much impact does it have in the 11? I'm going to say I hope it doesn't have too much, because you've still got a lot of leadership. You've still got Warner, Finch, Smith up the top, 3 major players. Handscomb slips in at number 4, and then you've got the all-rounders, Stoinis, Maxwell, and there's the experience of the bowlers. So, you know, I still don't see it as a big distraction for Australia, but in the same breath, I hate change at this time of the tournament.
Yeah, it's literally probably the last, the worst time that you would have wanted this to happen. If you could choose it, but you can't. And so that is the news from Old Trafford.